And welcome back, everybody, on the Plymouth Rock Assurance Rutgers football tailgate party. Mike Pavlichko, Anthony Fusilli. Trivia questions coming up in just a little bit. We'll throw one out maybe before we head to the next commercial break. A very windy day here. Right now, we're joined by the wrestling team's assistant coach, Frank Molinaro. Frank, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you here. The schedule just came out. You guys got to be excited. The season getting underway in early November for you. Talk to me about Rutgers wrestling this year. How's the team look?
Well, the team, we got a nice young group of competitive guys right now. We just got started up with preseason, and there's a lot of energy, and we have a lot of momentum right now. We have a really good recruiting class coming in. We're very happy with. We picked up a few top 5-star recruits last minute. We had a couple transfers come in, and we've brought in some club coaches, and we've really done a great job of building in the offseason and graduating a lot of guys and rebuilding.
You got 3 kids here from South Plainfield High School just in the one recruiting class. The one you most recently, in August 16th, coming out, getting Scott Del Vecchio out of South Plainfield, joining Corey Stasenko, Dylan Payton, and Anthony Ashnault. We all know about him.
Yes. Very talented wrestler. Yeah, South Plainfield is a very, very rich wrestling community, and those are very hard-working kids and competitive guys, and we're trying to bring in the best guys in New Jersey and bring in guys that want to win at the highest level, and South Plainfield's right around the corner, so we want to take advantage of that.
Now, Frank, besides a great coaching staff and obviously a tremendous school, why do you think you're having so much success on the recruiting trail, or is it because of those 2 reasons?
Well, I think the biggest reason is because we're moving into the Big Ten Conference, and that's really give us a huge boost as far as recruiting the best guys in the country, because the Big Ten Conference, as we all know, for wrestling is the hardest conference. Always 5+ national champs from the Big Ten. So
it's still the Iowas of the world and Michigan and stuff like that, or Penn State. What are the other programs that now you're going head-to-head with recruiting?
Well, we'll be going head-to-head with Penn State, and they won the Nationals the last 3 years, so we got to plan, and we got to recruit, and we got to get guys that can compete at that level, because we want to beat guys in our conference.
If this team is to be successful, who are the leaders?
I think Vinny Delafive, you guys are going to hear from him in a second. He has 1 more year, so we really want Vinny to do the best he can with these guys and set the path for them. But like I said before, we got a lot of young guys, and they're as competitive as it gets, and they hold each other accountable. So right now everybody's doing a great job.
We'll ask a lot of the coaches this. What has it been like with the new athletic director, Julie Herman?
It's been great. She's been nothing but supportive. Everything we've needed so far, she's brought to the table immediately, and we're really happy to work with her, and we're really happy to move forward, in future plans, and she seems to be very motivated and excited.
Because a lot of times in the media you hear about, the impact it will have on a school, on a sport like football or a program like basketball as they try and do renovations of the RAC. But you, of course, have a lot of action over at the RAC, and that'll benefit you too.
Absolutely. I think if we got to compete in the Big Ten Conference and we got to compete with these other schools, I think a new facility is important, and Julie has already proven to the staff and to our donors that she's willing and motivated to help us get to that next level.
Now, we see the other sports before the football game kind of use the whole day as a recruiting tool. Does the wrestling program also have a big recruiting day or a big tailgate for football?
Yeah, we got a pretty good thing going on tailgating-wise. We got a big bus, and all the alumni come back, and sometimes Frankie Edgar. We have a lot of guests coming over, so we really try to use the football game and the atmosphere and just the rich tradition here as a selling point for recruiting.
What's it like? And obviously we're on the radio, but what is the greatest thing about Coach that you can tell me?
The greatest thing about coaching is it's after competing, it fills that competitive void, and I'm more competitive as a coach than I was as a wrestler, so I love that about it. And the biggest thing is when you see the kids break through walls and you see the kids do things that they didn't expect, it makes you feel good about yourself, and it makes you feel good for them.
Okay, so now being an assistant under the head coach, what are the type of things that you're learning from the guy who's running this program, who has really really taking this wrestling program to the next level?
Well, it starts by just networking, and, you can't just isolate yourself to the wrestlers and the wrestling fans, and Scott does a great job of networking to people all over New Jersey, all over the country. He does a good job with our donors, fundraising. And, those are the tough things and the things that you don't want to do. And Scott does a great job of those things. And, those are the things that are going to help our program get to the next level and get what we need.
How many years have you been with Scott?
This is going to be my second year.
Okay.
And what do you bring to the program as a former national champion at Penn State, 121-29, fifth four-time All-American?
I just try to bring my, work ethic into practice every day. Like I said before, I'm one of the most competitive people, and I try to bring that into the practice room every day, and high energy, and just want these kids to see what it takes to be a national champ, so working out with them every day.
Now, you won that in 2012, so the fact that you're a younger guy, is that any different influence as well, that maybe you're a little bit closer to their age than Scott?
Yeah.
All due respect to Scott.
Yeah.
You're a little closer to their age.
Yeah, I think it's, sometimes it's a little bit easier to, relate to their issues and, things that they got going on. And, it's easy to kind of talk to them, but, they treat me with the same level of respect they treat Scott, and, it's a good thing we got going on.
Pooch, if Scott's listening, we're not saying he's old. We're just saying.
No, he's not old.
Scott's our age,
he's still competing.
That's right. If we're calling him old, we're
exactly.
old. Rick, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank
appreciate
you for having
it. Best
me.
of luck in the upcoming season.
Good luck
More about wrestling. Have it a hand for Frank Molinaro, everybody, the assistant coach with the Rutgers wrestling team. We'll have more in wrestling in a minute.